Okay, my Deadpool Legends Wave 2 review prompted me to set up a Deadpool shelf. So here's that. There's a custom DC Universe Classics Deadpool I never finished. There's a custom Agent X and Deadpool I did a long time ago. Here's the amazing Yamaguchi Deadpool. Here's the new Deadpool for my X-Men shelf. Deadpool and a Lady Deadpool down on my DC shelf. Deadpool lurking in my Masters of the Universe. Deadpool for my Star Wars shelf. He fits in pretty good. Gray Deadpool lurking down in my stacks I haven't even opened yet. Have a case of the Deadpool Legends Series 1. Hot Toys Deadpool lurking in my bedroom. Also in my bedroom staring at me. Not an action figure, but still Deadpool. And then Deadpools I haven't even opened yet. So you say too many Deadpools. Not enough, says I. Says me. Whatever. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I'm Robo, and today is a weird, it's a weird weekly. There's no Hasbro, there's no Star Wars, there's no Marvel. Why am I even doing it? And that throws me off. At this point, I'm so used to talking about Marvel Legends, or Star Wars Black Series, or SH Figuarts, Star Wars, something. There's been so much news over the past few months, it's just become a staple of the weekly, and as I was compiling for today, I thought, what the hell am I going to talk about? But have no fear, there are other toy companies for us to spend our money upon. English isn't my first language. Hillbilly is. So let's talk about some SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z, some DC Multiverse, some ready sets, a model kit from Alice in Wonderland, Square Enix Bring Arts, and then a little bit of Great Twins, Terminator, I don't know. First up, we knew the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Mr. Satan was coming. We've seen it before in display cases and such, but it was officially solicited this week. Unfortunately, it's a little bit harder to get being a Soul Web exclusive. I don't know why they went, well, it's Mr. Satan. It's not Goku, it's not Vegeta, it's not Gohan, so being a secondary character, I guess they didn't have as much confidence in the selling power. But Mr. Satan comes with 3 faces, he comes with several hand options, he comes with an extra belt option, you can take that off and put the championship belt on, and it also comes with his little dog, B. But like I said, Soul Web exclusive, you have to go through a third-party seller, an online shop that takes your money and then orders it for you, and then receives it, and then ships it to you, so it's a little bit extra cost involved there. At Nippon Yasan, it's running $65, and it'll release in January. Also revealed last weekend at the Dragon Ball North American Tour in Washington, D.C., the next SH Figuarts release for Dragon Ball Z would be the Great Saiyaman. All I'm going off is this one picture they posted on their Instagram page, and more coming. You know how it goes. You ain't new to this. Now, I talked about the Mattel DC Multiverse figures. The promotional shots popped up last week before last. I didn't know where they came from, but yesterday I found out they came from Jason Langston's Twitter account. Now, Jason was at the panel at San Diego Comic-Con. He was in the booth talking up Multiverse, getting it out there, and they had quite a showing, you know? And then the week directly after San Diego Comic-Con, Mattel laid Jason off. Oh, Mattel. But here are better pictures of those from last week and then one extra. For the Ray, he's coming with the head, he's coming with the hands. He says that it's an all-new body, 100% new buck. It represents a smaller male, it has double knees, it has swivel ankles. We've seen this before. Mattel took it away before the actual figures came out. Again, we're waiting to see on this. Rebirth Kyle Rayner Green Lantern comes with the fire, the flame, comes with a new lantern. Seeing a better picture of Kingdom Come Superman, it's looking pretty nice. I'm liking it. I'm still thinking it's kind of thin in the legs, but once you see it in person, who knows. And then Batman Beyond does share the same new body with the Ray. He's got an alternate head, and he does confirm that it does come with the wings and some batarangs. And then for something new, Jason also posted, I don't know why he's doing all this promotion for Mattel after leaving Mattel, but maybe that's the kind of guy he is. Maybe he's a nice guy and he's just like, no hard feelings, I'll still push this because my heart and soul was poured into this line as I went out the door. I love toy people. I love toy guys. But here's a promotional shot for the Lobo figure, and I'm liking this a lot more than Mattel's first attempt at the DC Universe Classics Lobo. It was too big. It was cool, but too big. Now, it is built on some of the parts from the Dark Knight Returns Mutant Leader. It shares some parts there. The necklace does come off. The vest does come off. He's got an alternate head. It's between, you know, comic and then Rebirth. The biggest difference I see is just the goggles. And then for the hook and chain, it's a real metal chain. Jason also says that most of these should be out sometime this year. I know I shit-talk this line a lot, and Mattel in general, but I want them to succeed. I've got nothing against somebody putting out actual action figures that are good. You do that, and it's yay Mattel. I'll be happy again. But at this point, when we're still seeing stuff that was solicited 2 years ago just now hitting shelves, you need to step it up. Rainy day in Arkansas, flash flooding, and I'm still sweating. What in the hell? I'm sick of summer. I don't know a lot about Ready Sets. I didn't get the first one, the urban environment, but it looks like a nifty little thing that you can just fold down, put out, take pictures, or even display stuff, fold it back up, put it away. And in situations like mine where I don't have a lot of room, that's kind of enticing. Right now they're running a Kickstarter for the Ready Setz Space Base, which is, it looks essentially like the urban environment, except it's space themed. It has the tanks and the view screens and the landing pad, all kinds of nifty stuff to go with I nearly did it, didn't I? Space themed action figures. It comes in two sizes. There's the large size for $85. That's for your 6-inch figures. And it comes in the 18, which is 1/18, which is 3 3/4 inch scale, and that will run $50. There's also little add-on pieces. I think it's for the small, but overall, I didn't get the urban, but you guys know me. I enjoy space-themed action figures, so it may be kind of neat for a spaceport type thing. Throw some action figures on there, and I'm also always looking for dios and putting them away. Yeah. Now the Kickstarter is about halfway to their goal with 8 days left. So if you're interested in it, go over, check it out. If you like it, back it. It should ship in October. It's nice to see a Kickstarter, and I speak from experience. It's nice to see a Kickstarter that you finish it and then a couple months later you have product. Really? That's what you're gonna do? You can start shooting now? I wasn't even looking for this. I was on AmiAmi's front page scrolling down and I thought it looked interesting. Here is the Peace model kit in Wonderland playing card soldier. Now first of all, name your company Peace, and as in P-I-E-C-E, it makes Google searching your company a pain in the ass. A major pain in the ass. Because you look up Peace model, it's just generic terms that's going to bring up 1,000,005 pages that have the word peace and model, and you can kind of narrow it down with in Wonderland and then playing card, but you still get a lot of generic information. And before I get too far into this, if you're into the Bandai Star Wars model kits or the Figuarts line for Dragon Ball Z, or Kamen Rider, which I still need to review the figure I got of that, Naruto, or any of the other stuff where you just snap the pieces together, a lot of the parts are in color. This is not that. This is actually cast in a base color. It's all silver or all gold, or I've seen blue too, I think. You do all the work. On top of that, it's not just snapped together. You have to glue pieces together while retaining what little articulation there is. And now, I say little, I just haven't seen it posed in a lot of shots. I think there's ball joints in the shoulders, ball joints in the elbow or the top of the glove, and then ball joint at the hip, you know, playing card anatomy. And then I think towards the knees or boot top, and then maybe in the head. So it's an action figure. My big thing is, though, once the work is done, the water slide decals that come with it give you all the options. You can put as many spades on it, or which numbers, or customize it with any water slide you want. Once you put all the work in and then put a paint job over it, I dig the look of these. You take the playing card front off and it's got all this gears and steampunk looking shit in it. It just looks fun. And from what I can understand, they've been selling this kit for a little while at Wonder Festival and other shops overseas. Now they're offering it on HobbyLink Japan, AmiAmi, from some of the import sites. It's 15 centimeters or 5.9 inches, somewhere in there. A little under 6 inch, but for, you know, generic guards, this would be kind of cool with your 6-inch line, any 6-inch line, wherever you want to stuff it. But it is a little bit expensive at $38. It's about 40 some odd pieces. Yeah, the price is a little up there for not having any, you know, licensing to it. It's just a playing card. Do you have to license Alice in Wonderland anymore? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I barely understand English, much less legalese. And if all that hasn't scared you away from this kit, these ship in September. So put them up, they come to you. Square Enix sneaks into my radar every now and then, and I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across paint samples for the Bring Arts Dragon Quest XI Veronica and Serena. Now, unbeknownst to me, I accidentally took pictures of these at San Diego Comic-Con a couple of weeks ago. It's an annual ritual to go through the Square Enix booth and take pictures of action figures with me hiding in the background because they have mirrors in each of the cases. Don't judge me, that's my Facebook pictures for the rest of the year. Veebs even sneaks into a couple of them. But as I was taking these pictures, I didn't know what I was looking at. Robo don't know Dragon Quest, much less that there was 11 of them. But the Bring Arts line is very tempting. I already did the Nier Automata. I got her and the robots. I love the robots. I absolutely love them. Square Enix is still nurturing this line. And from the way they talked at San Diego Comic-Con, they're going to be nurturing it even more, bringing Bring Arts more to the forefront than even the Play Arts Kai line. I don't know, but you give me more 6-inch scale figures and I'll buy more of your product. In the Bring Arts Dragon Quest line, they also had Hero, which is already up for solicitation, looking great. I don't know anything about it, but he looks fantastic. I love the colors on these figures. I think that's what stands out the most to me. That, and they look just like what I've seen in my quick Google search of the characters from the game. The colors just pop at me. I love the purples, I love the reds, I love the greens. They just look amazing. And then at Comic-Con they also showed Eric, another character from Dragon Quest XI, which I still don't know much about. But good action figures, or good looking action figures, where I'm kind of interested in seeing what the articulation is like and what it poses and all the move and what it can do and go around. Yeah, that's the way to just hook me, line and sinker. And then another thing that we've talked about before, the Great Twins Terminator 2 Ultimate Supreme T800 Terminator figure. Now this looks to give Mezco a run for their money. I'm digging the cloth, I'm digging the leather, I'm digging the look. I like all the accessories it's coming with. But at the time, it was kind of seemed like a Kickstarter thing where they take your money and then they're going to produce the stuff. But now that figure has popped up on Big Bad Toy Store, so it's a little bit more legitimate, I guess you could say. I feel more confident in paying for the figure. If I were getting the figure, I don't know yet. More confidence in putting my money towards it, knowing it was Big Bad Toy Store. Downside, it's still $150. Man, that's a lot for an action figure. I know we're getting used, well, some of us are getting used to paying $50, $60, $70, $80, $85, $90, $100 for a 6-inch scale action figure. When I started 6-inch action figures with Spider-Man Classics in, what, 2002? 2001? Somewhere in there? I thought, oh man, $585. I'm never spending over $10 for a 6-inch action figure. Fast forward to 2018, and I'm like, I am never paying over $120 for an action figure. You gotta think where we're gonna be in 10 years or so, or even 5. I'm not spending over $500 for a 6-inch action figure. It's just unacceptable. Hey, can you pick me up a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread? Here's $100. I'll just be sitting here talking about toys instead of actually buying toys. And so there you go, action figure news from this week. A little off the beaten path, I know, but it's stuff that I usually see, but there's too much Hasbro or Marvel Legends or Star Wars figures or something else to talk about, and it kind of gets down. It gets shoved to the bottom. And then I think nobody wants to see a 35-minute weekly. Now, a lot of you know that I've been upgrading. I got a new camera. It should be working better. I'm still working with it. But I've also had comments of green screen. Why is the green screen showing through your beard? Until finally somebody made the comment, why don't you get a blue screen since you're green screening a blue background in? Nobody ever said I was a genius, and I've never made that claim. So I'm gonna do some more setup. I'm getting more lights, hopefully up and onward and upward, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Still working on stuff. Also, if you like the shirt, rippedapparel.com. That's where I get all my t-shirts. I'm hoping to work out something with them soon where I can give y'all a discount. You go over, order a shirt. I'm getting to where I have as many shirts as toys. That's not good. But if you dug this Fwoosh Weekly, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.